Welcome back, you gorgeous and beautiful people from the internet. My name is Manzi Games. Today, I just want to discuss a little bit something about GDKPs. So recently, if you guys are unaware, Blizzard the Blizzard team for Season of Discovery, they did ban GDKPs. You're not permitted to buy any items with gold or take part in any GDKP form. And if you do, you can get your account suspended, or even a closure could happen. So it is very important that we understand that they perma banning pretty much anyone that could be involved with GDKPs any way, shape, or form. And they also said that they have some methods to track whether you are taking part of this. So like if you are in a private Discord group, that there is a big chance of you that you could get caught, and it will be problematic for everyone. I actually haven't made a response yet regarding the GDKP ban or something like that, so I'm gonna just make a response right now. Guys, it is actually not that hard to see if someone is buying gold. It's actually not that hard to see. In my personal opinion, I think that Blizzard is taking the wrong approach of banning something that is this good. I think GDKPs is setting off a lot of stuff that is undeniably one of the best methods for people to experiment in. It's very hard for me to explain, so I'm opening up Paint here to just show you guys exactly what I mean, okay? I'm going to try my best to draw something for you guys here that will make sense. Hopefully I could do a good job at doing this. So first of all, you get one character. Normally this one character will be in a guild, and you'll be spamming a lot of guild runs with this character, and you'll be getting, how could I say this, knowledge. You'll be getting knowledge on how this run or how the raid works, the current raid works. Once you have some knowledge, obviously the more knowledge you have about anything, the easier the raid becomes. It's just how it is. If you know every single tactic of, let's say, BFD right now, you can go in there with fresh characters. All 10 can be fresh, and not even pre-bus gear, and you'll be able to do the raid. The very big example is, Zaryu and like the team behind everything that they did a self-found gear. Self-found gear is only available or only allowed, and they actually did the raid. So without questing items, as a good example, you can go in there with just green items. You can do BFD as long as you know the mechanics, and you can do that without having any deaths. Literally, you can do that without any deaths. So that is the first thing you guys need to understand, that the game gets easier the more knowledge you get about the game. Now, the second thing is, like I said before, you go in there with a character from the guild, but eventually your character will be so geared after like 3-4 runs that your guild will be like, hey, listen, we need someone else. Let's say, for example, a warrior. Let's say you're the only warrior in the guild. This one warrior will be so geared after like 4 or 5 runs, because obviously in Horde, no one competes against the warrior. So your guild will say, hey, listen, let's get another warrior in. And let's say you as the warrior player, you have 2 warriors. Now you'll take your geared warrior and do GDKPs with him, and you'll take the non-geared warrior and start doing it with the guild, so that you can get another warrior geared. Otherwise, the guild will literally just throw away all male gear at the moment, or later down the line, it will be all plate gear will just be tossed away. So it will become problematic for a guild to just throw away gear like this or disenchant everything. So now, let's say 2, maybe 3 weeks into phase 2, you'll have one geared character, okay? So we'll just say geared character. Now when you have one geared character, there's literally only one of 2 things that you can do. With this geared character, you can actually try and carry your, you can carry your guild because you're geared, right? The other thing that you can do is also make gold from GDKPs. So that's the 2 things, right? So GDKP is over here. GDKP over here, or the other one is to just boost your guild, or maybe do like a parse run or something like that. But now, since GDKP is banned, geared characters, for example, even me right now, I have 4 characters that's full biz, even like raid gear, full biz. I'm not gonna raid with them anymore because like GDKP is getting banned. So those 4 characters will never raid anymore until the next phase. And to be honest, someone like me with 12 characters now that's maxed out in one realm. I actually have 14 in total, but 12 of them are in one realm. Out of like all of that, I most probably will only raid with 3 characters. That's my 3 newest characters that I'll still raid with, because it doesn't matter if I raid with my geared characters, I'm not getting gear. At least with GDKPs, I'll be making gold. And you'll be spending this gold on another character to get it geared as well. Now, I've listened to Zaryu saying, he had a bad experience. He was farming for, I don't know, a month or 2, and he raided and he didn't get his item in a Wrath of the Lich King, and a shark came and bid 100,000 gold. And he felt so bad because, he has 30,000 gold and he farmed for so long about it. Dude, it's not a bad experience. You made like 20,000 gold in that run. I don't know why you're complaining. Why are you complaining about it, dude? You'll now have 10,000 gold extra to make another, to gear up another character, right? Like, that is just my opinion. Like, I've been outbidded by the staff twice now. The purple staff and BFD. Do you think I care? No, dude. I'm sitting with 700 gold right now. I don't care. I don't know why people are literally, so hurt about this. I'm not. But anyway, the problem is not if you have a good or bad experience ever with GDKP. I had one bad experience, and I said to myself, I will never join a GDKP ever again. I will be hosting and never joining. So I've been hosting all my GDKPs. I have like 2 other friends that also host, so I join them every now and then. If they need one spot, I'll just, join them. But on average, I host all my GDKPs because I got scammed once. And I just said never again. So even if there is 7 GDKPs up, I'll be hosting my own one because I had a bad experience. And like I was trying to like get known on my streams, for GDKPs, so that, when people want to do GDKPs, they would actually join my channel. They would actually join my runs. But that didn't work. I don't know why my channel grows so slowly, but yeah, that's something I need to mention. So regardless if you have good or bad experience with GDKPs, GDKP in itself is a phenomenal method. You make gold for going there in with geared characters, or you buy gear with under-geared characters. That's pretty much how it works. But now if GDKPs gets removed, no one that is geared is gonna raid anymore, unless they raid with their guild or do parse runs. Parse runs is extremely high gate kept, and most probably all the gear that drops there will get disenchanted. Just so you know. Most people, including myself, do not care about parse runs. I will not join a parse run. I think it's a waste of time. I really do. I don't see a point in that. Unless you're with your guild and doing like a speed run or something like that, then I would join because it's enforced on me. But I'm not going to join a parse run. There's no need for this. Like, I don't know why people would parse anyway. They care a lot about the rating inside logs and stuff like that. It doesn't make sense to me. So what I'm trying to say is there's going to be a lot less people raiding now because their characters is geared. That is one thing. The second thing we need to mention, because there are technically quote-unquote no carries, I'm not going to go on my geared character to carry your ass for free. So because of this, now I will not join groups with my geared character. Okay, let me rephrase this. If I'm under geared, let's say I'm a fresh level 40 or fresh level 25, and there is no GDKPs, you are required to get everything that in order to join a run, and unless you host your own one, which I think a lot of people don't even want to join you at the end of the day if they see this. But the point that I'm trying to make is you need to get all pre-bis gear, and you need to have all pre-bis, or actually all bis runes. If you don't have both, the chance of you getting into a raid is going to be a lot less. So not just is there going to be less people raiding, but there's also going to be extremely higher gatekeeping. So you'll see this in next phase. If people are getting geared, they're not going to care about raiding anymore, unless they do parse runs, which you can't join anyway to get gear. And you could say, hey, listen, you need to be in a guild. Most people in guilds only raid with the guild once or maybe twice per week. So one character is all that you can do with your guild. What if you have 5? Or what if you have 3? The other 2 needs to get pugged. So that is where the problem comes in. You'll one way or another, you will have to deal with pugs. And you will not be able to join as easily as you used to with GDKPs. By the way, a lot of people say, I hear this all the time, and I just don't understand this. A lot of people say, a lot of people buy gold. A lot of people. Some people say about 50%. Others say it's at least like 90% of people in GDKP. Guys, like, honestly, if you don't, like, I again heard today of someone saying they have only 3 gold. They have like 4 characters level 25. Bro, if you have 3 gold, you are literally not playing the game. Every quest in Healsbrad, if you're level 25, gives you more than 1 gold. Every quest. You can easily make 20 gold per hour. So just by joining a GDKP, I require you to have 30 gold minimum. It's minimum. So what is that? Is that 2 hours of questing? No, dude, they buy the gold. Are you kidding me? They buy the gold? Seriously? So the point that I'm trying to make is there's a very minority of people, whales and sharks, that actually buy gold to join GDKPs and then get their business slot. Let's be honest here. It's Blizzard's job to ban these bad actors. Why don't they ban the whales and the sharks? Well, it's easy. Why don't they do it? It's very easy to explain. It's because these guys that are actually buying gold is also buying gold on retail with, I don't know what, right? Like minor transactions for like getting different mounts, getting different pets. I think pets or companions. I don't know what they're called. They're buying a lot of stuff from Blizzard, so they don't want to ban the people that bring in the most money to them. If there is no token, WoW token inside SOD or Seasonal Discovery, they will have to buy from third-party websites that is doing botting. The point that I'm trying to make is they will not ban the people with the most money because they make more money from these people. So now they're going to try and alleviate to make it a little bit less. There's still people going to do it in private Discord groups. I don't think there's any way around that, to be honest. But yeah, my personal opinion about the GDKP is I think they are doing it the wrong way. They're banning they can't solve the problem, so they're banning the before the problem. I don't know how to say this efficiently. GDKP is not the problem, it's the selling and buying of gold. So what if Blizzard can just track where does this gold come from? Okay. It's coming from there and there, okay? So this guy has played 10 hours on his character and he's sitting with 2,000 gold. Okay. So let's backtrack where this gold comes from. Why don't they do that? Something that I watched on Asmongold, he also explains this, that pretty much everyone in OnlyFans, one way or another, has purchased gold or sold gold. They are the bad actors in the game. And Blizzard has done absolutely nothing to enforce the power. So let me explain to you guys something, right? This is just metaphorically speaking, it's just a little story. If, for example, you get approached by 3 guys and they're about to like beat your ass, okay? If you first punch the biggest guy and you knock him down to the floor, guess what the other 2 will do? They're not going to jump you, they're going to run away, okay? They're either going to run away or ask you to stop because they need to help their friend now. That is normally how it works, okay? So if Blizzard just goes out of the way and punch XQC and Sodapoppin for having this much gold in 2 months into what's it called again, hardcore, just punch them in the mouth, guess what? A lot of people that is GDKP fans or whatever, they will stop buying gold. They might not even actually attend it anymore. And that will be already a lot better than it used to be. But now, because of them banning GDKPs, someone like me that is like currently, I have 12 characters on one server, 14 in total. Someone like me, I will not play this many characters anymore. There's no need to. I was setting up a GDKP farm, because like one character feeds the next and feeds the next, and it's an infinite loop of, once you get one character geared, it will just like make more gold for all the other characters, and it's an infinite feed. But now I have to do something else. I can't play the game as I want to, because Blizzard is not enforcing any bans for people that's buying or selling gold, right? They're not doing anything about that. And you could say they could use methods like the auction house and guild banks. Well, there is no guild bank, first of all, inside SOD, so that is not an excuse. What else can they use? Okay, let's say they use the auction house. Well, it's another easy way to track. Like, listen, the gold came from there. It's impossible for this guy to have this much gold worth of items. How does someone that played the game for 10 hours, that just reached level 25, now has 10,000 gold? Easy, bro. You press one button and it's game over for that person. But like I said before, they don't do it because that is the people that bring in money for them. Regarding the bots, I seriously do believe that, I want to use another example here. Fortnite is a very good example. When Fortnite came out, the game was absolutely huge, bro. But guess what? There was so many hackers. You jump out of the bus, and guess what? You die before you even reach the ground because some hacker was shooting you from flying down. What? Yeah. So many times I got shot through the floor, and it was just like a bad experience. Like, it felt like every second or third lobby, there was a hacker or 2 inside of it. That's how bad it was. So, how did they fix that? Well, they installed a third-party software when you launch the game. If you open up the game, they have a third-party anti-cheat software that is running in the background that will always check your processors. What programs is running, what is taking a lot of your CPU speed, etc., etc. So that if you do get an illicit activity on your PC, well, that anti-cheat will immediately flag you and potentially ban you. So, why has Blizzard not done this yet? Well, the obvious answer is there's Zaryu again watched another video about a GDKP farm, not a GDKP, sorry, a gold farm of like I don't know, some Asian gold farm that they have. There was like close to 300, I think, accounts in total that was just playing SOD. It was just a SOD gold farm. Now, if you take, let's say, for example, it's a dumb example, but let's say it's one farm, one place, 300 gold, or 300 accounts, And you time this by 15, because that's how much dollars you pay per month. That is $4,500 a month that Blizzard is making from one of these companies. And guys, like, I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of gold farms. So yeah, this is why Blizzard is not taking effect in this. And people say, "Oh, listen, they do it in ban waves, or they ban all these bots that people reported and stuff like that. All these bots is getting banned in ban waves." Well, to be honest, guys, every ban wave is roughly 3 to 6 months, which is absolutely terrible. Okay, just a dumb example is SOD alone. Season of Discovery alone is not even 3 months old. So, have they really banned anyone yet in buying or selling golds for SOD? I don't think so. And if they do, they should be mentioning this. They should be talking about this. This is the bad actors, naming people, dude. Name shaming people. Get them out of the game. Get them out of the game. This is just my opinion. But like GDKPs, I think in itself is like one of the best things in the game. Because there's a lot more people raiding. There's a lot more reasons to raid. Either you make gold or you get items. It's so good. But now if you're gonna do normal roll runs or soft reserve, everyone needs gear. So there's less gear to be given, if that makes sense. People will gear up way slower. And you could say, hey, listen, we want you to do guild runs. Everyone does guild runs in the first few weeks. But then after that, even my guild is a good example. The guild leaders stop caring because the content is too easy. Once you understand the mechanics, guess what? It's game over. People don't care anymore. So either they should bring in like a Mythic or Mythic Plus version, you know, for dungeons and infinite ways to do PvE. That could be very fun and challenging. Mythic Plus needs to be in the game. I think that would be fantastic. Another thing that I think would be awesome is Dungeon Finder, Group Finder. That could be fantastic also. Because how many times have I stood in front of Shadowfang Keep and then the tank is in Thunderbluff? And now I have to wait 25 minutes for him to get here, which I could have done a whole run. I could have done a whole Shadowfang Keep, but no, I have to wait for my tank because, like, I'm not going to find another tank during that time anyway. So, but yeah, that's a whole nother story. So, like, I feel like there's a lot more stuff that they could make better for SOD. I don't know where to send in my ideas, but yeah, I'm looking forward to phase 2. But I'm also very sad about GDKPs because I was planning to play around 20 characters on Living Flame, become known for GDKP, to be the GDKP ultimate host for everyone, a trustworthy warlord, if that makes any sense. But now it's just like, you know, now what do I do now? Now farming Exalted is my next best option, which is I don't even like PvP, but I have no other option. Like, there's nothing else for me to do. Playing 3 characters for someone that plays 10 hours a day, I'm just eventually going to play another game. So that is just how it is. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts if any of this made sense. My personal opinions are if you have one bad experience about GDKP, then I'm sorry, man. You just don't play the game enough. You haven't done GDKPs enough. They are the best thing. Like, literally, there's nothing better than this. You have 0 entry to get into a run other than gold, right? If you have even in SOD right now, in BFT right now, if you have 30 gold and you're a fresh character, you get invited. Like, no one cares about your gear until it becomes soft reserve and main spec or spec runs. Then people will ask your gear score all the time. All the time. And guess what? In GDKPs, if you're too geared, people don't invite you also. They want the undergeared people to join because you have a higher possibility to buy items. I don't know, man. Like, I'm very stunned about this because I think it's going to be the worst thing ever. Right now, if you go into the game and you look at how many raids there's so many, dude. There's so many all the time. And I promise you, more than half of it will disappear. And it's not because the content will be harder in Phase 2. It's because GDKP is banned. So when you get a character geared, you will not raid with it anymore. That's just how it is. So now that character will no longer raid, and let's say you only play 3 characters. Well, if all 3 is geared, you'll not raid at all. My guild leader is doing that. He has 3 characters completely geared. Bro, I haven't seen him in 2 weeks. So I'm just saying, if GDKPs gets like removed, it's gonna be way worse than most people think. You have to think of the repercussions of it. And like, the one thing I can mention is back when I started playing World of Warcraft in Wrath of the Lich King era, I started playing in Burning Crusade, but technically got only into the game in Wrath of the Lich King when it was on retail. I could not get into any raid because they required you to send the achievement of the raid, and I didn't have it. So I never get invited into the raid so to get the achievement in the first place. So it's a catch-22 where you need the achievement to get in, so you can't get in. And then, yeah, you can't get the achievement in the first place. So like, it's gonna happen. That bad gatekeeping of back when Wrath came out, it's gonna happen again. And not just that, it's gonna be worse. You guys will see it will be worse. That is just my opinion. But we'll see how everything turns out. I just wanted to make a response about GDKPs. People keep asking me. In my opinion, it's a big L for the game. I think it's terrible. I'm happy that Blizzard is trying to do something, but I think they have completely the wrong approach about this. Completely. They should be banning buyers and sellers. It's kind of obvious, bro. You can watch an account for fucking 30 seconds and you'll know that guy has bought gold. It is not that difficult. It is super easy to figure that out. Like, I don't know how they're struggling with this. Buy the fucking ban the fucking buyers. Ban them. Permaban. And if they are like appealing, then you want proof. How do you prove your innocence? Because you're guilty right now. How do you prove your innocence? How do you have 4,000 gold? Saw this out for 3 months. How do you have 4,000 gold? Prove your innocence to me. Because I only know of one person that can prove their innocence with that much gold. So yeah, that is just my opinion. I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts about this. I rambled on for almost half an hour. I seriously do believe that they're taking the wrong approach here. I don't think what they're doing is a good idea, and you'll see. It will feel like SOD has died out a lot in Phase 2, but it's not that that it died out. It's just people don't raid. People are like, once they get their gear, they're done. That character is done raiding. Unless they do a parse run, which is like all business slot anyway, or they do a guild run with their main to also do like speed runs and stuff. But at the end of the day, guys, it's gonna feel like a dead game, and there's no one else to blame but Blizzard. There's so many better ways they can try and get rid of the bots. I seriously do think they need to install third-party software like Fortnite. Great example. And someone said that there's bots. Dude, it's bots implemented by the game themselves. It's not... Dude, Fortnite doesn't have a bot issue, bro. They don't. It's if they don't have enough players, they put in bots themselves. It's not people are not botting, bro. It's to prevent hackers, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the game. It's a third-party software running in the background, playing World of Warcraft, farming 24/7 gold. It's the same thing. It's just something in the background running. They can prevent it by having third-party software, checking processes on your PC to make the game safer for everyone. Or just like if you have 10 hours game played, you barely reach 25, but you have 2,000 gold. Well, fuck you, bro. You're dead. You're done. You get out of here, right? I don't know. There's so many better approaches, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day supporting the channel. If you want to support a little bit more, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Also follow us on Twitch, guys. I stream every single day between 10 and 14 hours every day. So thanks for being here, guys. I'll catch you next one. Peace.